Weihrauch HW 30S Challenge.
Bay State Red Wolf Heritage, Huben K1 at the shooting range.
Steyr Pro X.
Servus, thanks for dropping in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Servus, thanks for dropping in and welcome to today's video. Today I invited an old friend. It's the Weihrauch HW 30S straight from our jabolo.de warehouse. I unpacked it and today I will shoot the fan favorite challenge on my Spot Quantum SQ10. Lately I had a few videos where I shot the challenge on the SQ10 with PCP rifles. I took 10 shots and tried to shoot as good and precise as possible to get the best score. And I heard these videos are exciting from start to finish, which is why I was asked to finally use a Weihrauch break barrel, a Weihrauch spring piston rifle to take this channel, because you want to know what I can achieve with it. Of course, I want to say that right away, I won't shoot as precisely as with the PCP, but the HW30 is not to blame for that. You know quite a few of my videos where I shot it over higher distances and still very precise. But I'm not that trained at the moment due to the PCP rifles. I got PCP lazy. I love to shoot bench rest style with PCP guns, and that's why I probably should train some more with spring pistons again. I still want to try this with the HW30S and other Weihrauch spring pistons and get the best score with 10 shots on my Spot Quantum SQ10. In theory, I could get 109 points. 10.9 is the maximum I can get with a single shot. I think I would be really happy with 100 points. With a good PCP, I'd say plus 104, but a spring piston is a completely different thing. I built my set today with a Weihrauch HW30S with the beautiful beach stock, a Hawk Vantage 2 to 7 x 32 AO, and a Hawk mount medium height 1-inch tube for prism rails. And you can find all that at jabolo.de. Recently I cheated a lot. Baby, if you see this video, let's be honest, she never watches them, but theoretically, if you might see it, this is just about air guns. If you follow my channel for a few years now, you know I have a special bond with the HW30. It always was my favorite spring piston, but I have to admit that recently I'm using the HW50 more and more often. For me and my 6'2", it is just a little more comfortable, and in terms of recoil, precision, overall shooting feeling, it is very close to the HW30. And yeah, that's why I caught myself again and again choosing the HW50. But for traditional reasons, I'm starting off with the HW30 today. I'll use Qingyang domed Diabolos, 0.55 gram and 4.50 millimeters. Qingyang works excellent with Weihrauch air guns, and of course other manufacturers. But I shoot all my Weihrauch break barrels with them, and that's why I use them for today's precision test. I'll take a few breaths now, calm down a bit, reduce my excitement, and then I give my everything to get the best result. To everybody following the challenge series for a while now, don't be disappointed if I can't achieve what I did with the HW100, for example. It is absolutely normal, but of course, top break barrel shooters that are shooting nothing else will probably laugh about my result, because due to their training, they would simply be better. Yeah, still I want to take on this challenge and first and foremost stop talking now and finally start shooting. I zeroed in the gun yesterday and trained a bit. I was happy with it, maybe 1 or 2 clicks to adapt. We'll see that after the first 10 shots. As I said, there is room for improvement with the sight. The Vantage series is the entrance level from Hawk, but of course it's still good quality, very robust and good value for money. Of course, with the scope with a higher zoom, I'd prefer 12 times. Better lenses, illumination would make things a bit easier. Right now I'm using a black crosshair to aim on a black circle, which is not perfect. So yeah, we could upgrade this. Still, I just shot a 10.8. I just love this rifle. I just want to add no tuning trigger, no tuning spring. It's out of the box from the warehouse. I just mounted a scope. And if you're afraid of this, because you never zeroed in a scope, of course you can contact me and I gladly help. AirGhandi@jabolo.de is my address. Or you just visit jabolo.de. The guide section is in the upper right corner to find the correct scope. And as I said, if you are afraid of this because you never zeroed in a scope before or even mounted a scope, just search for scope tutorial AirGhandi on YouTube and you will find my video where I explain it step by step from start to finish, how to mount it, why to mount it like this, how to zero it in, and at the end of the video your gun will be set up perfectly. And 100% of the shooters that contacted me could zero in their scope with this video. If you think you could need some more tips on how to shoot spring pistons because you maybe aren't happy with your precision, search for Prellschlag kontrollieren on YouTube. It's a German video, but you can switch on subtitles and you will find some tips on how to control your shots and get the maximum precision. Without the shaky shots in between, which I always have, this would be a really good result by now. Oh, that was a 9.0. That drags the result down a lot. Ah, bummer. That's a 10.0, 10.2, sorry, better again. And a 9.1. Honestly, I'm glad it's exactly 100.0 points. Let's look at the result. 10.2, 9.4, 10.2, 10.8, 10.7, 9.7, 10.7, 9.0, 10.2, 9.1. If I get a bit less of these shakes, yeah, probably by shutting my mouth and just shoot. Okay, we're starting the second round. I'm changing nothing on the rifle. It worked very well for me. And we are starting with a 10.1. The 100 points, easy to calculate. 100 divided by 10 is 10 on average. And now let's see if we get there again. Honestly, some pressure already fell off me because 100 is what I wanted to achieve with a good spring piston. And even so, the gun can achieve way more. I guess every HW30 owner out there can confirm. Still, I had to set the first benchmark and get the first result. Yeah, some orientation point for all the other guns that are coming afterwards. But the 9.3 was really bad. 9.8. That's better. That's too low again, another 9.3. Doesn't matter, I'll keep going. I guess we won't reach the last result again. What you also have to keep in mind is the longer you take shot after shot with the brake barrel, the higher your pulse is going, just by the exercise from folding the gun. Still, I don't want to wait a minute between shots, otherwise this video will last forever. And biathlon shooters will probably laugh their butts off about my exhaustion from folding the gun. A little too deep again. Now for the 10th shot. We're at 88.1, so yeah, we'll end up way under the record, sadly. Yeah, no, I thought I'll aim a bit higher and take the worst shot until now. 96.8 is not dramatically bad. 10.1, 9.6, 10.3, 9.3, 9.8, 9.3, 10.6, 9.4, 9.7 and 8.7 was really bad. That's a result to forget. Yeah, I just readjusted the scope a bit. I wasn't really happy with the second result. So I took a few shots in between and found out I was a bit off to the lower right. I tried to correct it while shooting, but yeah, correcting something with the black crosshair on the black target, not that easy. I'll try to be better than the second round. But yeah, gun needs to be set up dead center for that. Let's say I had it set to the center, but if you change your sitting position or how you place your hand while shooting a spring piston, if it's not the same position on your shoulder and so on, then it's just hard to reproduce the same result. $9.5. A bit to the right. I'll do better now. Come on. More than 10 again. I have to say I'm complaining on a very high level here. At least I imagined the spread to be really, really good. $9.9. This looks pretty decent. 5 shots, 49.7, which is a little below the average, but it's close enough for us to beat it. Yes, with a 10.9 we're catching up a lot. Nice. Yeah, the readjustment was worth it. Suits me better. And followed by a 10.2, which gives us some air to breathe for the last 3 shots, which does not mean I want to shoot bad now. I'd be super happy if we set a new record. $10.2, start the counts. 9.6. This means I need 2 times 9.8 minimum. That's what I meant with excitement. It's exciting up to the last shot. $10.2. So we could go with a 9.4. I have to say the HW30 is more precise than some mid-range PCP guns. If you could focus on this single gun, you know, I think I reviewed around 130 guns by now. It's hard to perfect one gun then. But yeah, if it's your only one or your favorite, you can imagine the possibilities with this gun. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, hope I didn't talk too much. We need a 9.4. Yes, that's a 9.6. Wow, that was a close one. 100.2 points. I got over 100 in 2 of 3 tries, which is great for me personally. Again, we have a low-cost scope with a low-cost mount. We are shooting the gun out of the box. This is a respectable, really good result, and everybody who trains regularly will probably get to 103, 4, 5 points with this gun. That's it from me. I'll keep on with the series. Don't worry, there are more guns to come and it will stay exciting. Thanks a lot for watching. See you again next week. Take care. Ciao, servus, AirGhandi.